Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Brittany here, bringing you yet another video here on The Charge, bringing you the latest NBA news and rumors, and today what we got to talk about is of course a big rumor. And before we get into that, just please remember to hit that subscribe button if you are new to get our latest NBA content, and also hit that notification bell to make sure you get all of our notifications for when we put out a video, which is of course daily. Also, make sure to check out our Phoenix Suns Fixer Upper. It's based on the show Fixer Upper, where we go through each team, we kind of fix them up, we see what the pieces they have and kind of put together a nice team. Go and check out that video. We did the Phoenix Suns, and we're going to be moving on to a new team next week. Now, the rumor that we have to talk about today is, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder and Paul George, and this is coming from Ryan Russillo of ESPN on his ESPN radio show. I don't know what it's called, maybe Ryan Russillo. I don't really watch ESPN as much anymore, but he's saying that Paul George is going to be leaving, and he has trusted sources, so like I said, take it with a grain of salt. He has trusted sources telling him that Paul George is leaving. He's not staying in Oklahoma City Thunder. And I think this might be a situation where we don't know what Russell Westbrook is thinking. Obviously, in our video that me and Peter made about what's next for Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder, this team is in a tough situation right now because they don't really have that much assets to, one, get a new superstar to trade. Two, they have a $28 million bench player in Carmelo Anthony who's just collecting a paycheck at this point because at this point he's just not a starter. He is a guy that should be coming off the bench. He's not really doing anything for this team. And Paul George is looking at this like, wow, I don't know what I'm seeing here. Like, what is this trash that I'm being put up with? If a player like Kevin Durant, the second or third best or the first best player, in your opinion, whatever it is, one of the best players in the NBA today can't play with Russell Westbrook in that Oklahoma City Thunder team, then what superstar can, really? It's tough to imagine where another guy of even a Paul George-esque player, even a Kevin Durant-esque player is, saying, you know what, I had enough of this. I'm not playing on this team. And this just goes to show you that Russell Westbrook is really, I think he's being coddled a little bit too much by the Oklahoma City Thunder management because of the fact that they let Victor Oladipo go, they let Sabonis go. They had all these type of players that were great for Paul George, but Paul George really didn't do anything in the playoffs. They never meshed well together. And it's just going to seem like the Indiana Pacers won that trade, and they also got the better deal out of both players. Paul George is an excellent player, and I think he would fit perfectly with Philly. And in a second, we'll talk about where he could fit possibly. But this just goes to show you that Russell Westbrook has caused a rift with all these guys. With the talent that this team had, with Steven Adams, with Carmelo Anthony, who was Hoodie Melo at the time. We praised Hoodie Melo this, Hoodie Melo that. He was killing it at the YMCA against 50-year-old men. Not really, but he was cooking in the YMCA or whatever gym that they were at. But the fact that Russell Westbrook just couldn't mesh well with these guys, it just kind of goes to show you that you probably need a whole team of Steven Adams, and I've been saying that. You need a whole team of Steven Adams to even compete. And now the real question is, what does Paul George do? What is Paul George's mentality going into this offseason? Obviously, I don't think he's going to re-sign with Oklahoma City Thunder. I think you could even see it in the body language that he's just like, I am checked out. I do not want to be on this team. Of course, some possible destinations, of course, the LA Lakers, his hometown. He wants to go play for the Lakers. Anyone from LA who's grown up a Laker fan wants to be a Laker guy. They've always dreamed about having their name in the Raptors. And you just see the names in the Raptors, the jerseys that have been retired. Those are some legends. And if you can retire with one of the legends, you'll be known as great, because they don't just put any random dude or scrub in the Raptors. They put in the all-time greatest. So we'll see what happens if Paul George will end up in LA. I just think the best destination for him really is Philadelphia, because right away he would be the number 2 option. You're playing with a Magic-esque type player in Ben Simmons. You have Joel Embiid, who's the dominant center. I mean, he had 31 points against my Celtics. That's a perfect team to go to. I don't see any other team that he could really go to where it's like the perfect fit. They're going to match his salary. Obviously, they're not going to sign JJ Redick. But when you have a guy like Paul George, he doesn't need to be the number 1 guy. I don't think he really is the number 1 guy. He's more like a number 2. But with that much talent, that great of shooting, I would take a chance on Paul George if I'm Philadelphia. Have him on your team. He could be the 3rd option even. I mean, hell, it's looking like that would be the dream team. Forget LeBron, forget anyone else. Paul George is probably the best fit for the 76ers. And really, I just can't really think of any other team that he would really be like the missing piece to. Obviously, I don't think he would go to the Spurs. I think the Spurs are in a tough situation. I just don't see another team. Put it down in the comments down below if you guys think of another team that Paul George could go to. I just think the 76ers makes the most sense. As a team with a lot of cap room, young players, they could get over the hump. And, you know, it'd be a really interesting battle between the Celtics and the 76ers. Between those two teams next year, how dominant they can be. But right now, like I said, Paul George, he's not expected to sign back with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And what do you guys think this does for the mentality of Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder? Does this put them in a tough position? Can they get free agents to come to OKC? Is OKC even a basketball city? What do you guys think in the comments down below? I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on Paul George because he is a very polarizing player, the way that he's been playing, in terms of everyone sees him as a number 1 guy, some see him as a number 2, but personally, he's a 2 to a 3 option on a team right now because we saw how it worked out with Russell Westbrook. It didn't work out very well, but like I said, I think Philadelphia would be the perfect choice. So, like I said, put in the comments down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Anyway, guys, this has been your boy Bernie here on The Charge. Like I said, giving you the latest NBA news and rumors. Please remember to go check out our videos. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to get all the updates to this channel. Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.